The Suzuki Swift Sport that you can do is, see, there it goes. The shoulder in. It's the engine bay, of course. You can also remove this damping, and this is reducing the noise of the engine, but also it reduces a little bit of the noise that comes into the cabin. So if you want a more sporty feel, this can be interesting for you to consider. And what do you need to remove it? You see those pins? Those can be removed. And therefore you need a screwdriver, flathead screwdriver, and a needle nose pliers. What you do is you pop up those pins with the screwdriver, and then you pinch them with the needle nose pliers so that they compress and you can pull them out. So this is the end result with everything popped off. So what do you pop off? These little things. You pop them with a screwdriver and then they come off quite easily. Also, of course, the lining and the debris part, so a small part came off. I did not even need to use the plier, needle nose pliers. Gives it a more clean look and also a little bit more sound in the cabin, I guess. So no, what do you call that? There is no glue or whatsoever in that clean surface. This is also what the Civic Type R's have, without that lining. Civic Type R's and Tiggo Type R's. So they try to make it as light as possible, of course. So Swift Sport Hybrid. Lining under the hood. And that is not going to give you a lot of weight gain, just that very small bit, but especially not anything to be talking about, but it will increase the sound that comes into the cabin, of course, because that's there for a reason, to be especially sound insulating. If you need to do this, it's easy to be done. You just need a flathead screwdriver. You don't even need needle nose pliers that you normally need to compress the pins. But these pins just pop off with a needle nose, flathead screwdriver. That's all you need. Sound will become more aggressive, of course, without this sound deadening effect. So if that's something that you like, you can consider it. It makes the car even more sporting. Add to experience is also what the Honda did with the Civic Type R's. You see this in the 911 GT3. That they remove insulation to make the car even lighter, but also give you more direct, pure entertainment. So only for that reason I would recommend it. Not that much weight is gained or lost. This is just false if I would tell you that it will remove a lot of weight. It will remove a little weight, I think not even 500 grams. however, is reduced at a place high up in the car. That's also the reason why some manufacturers are opting to give you a carbon fiber hood or aluminium hood even, that's a little bit cheaper. But in this consideration, I think it's not that much weight to be lost to begin with. So I also looked into carbon fiber hoods. Would just be a very small reduction of the weight for a hefty price tag, about €1,000, which is not worth it to me. This is a free mod. If you're going for the carbon fiber hoods, you also lose the insulation. And now you have this for free. You also reduce a tiny bit of weight. You get a nice more direct engine sound in the cabin, if you like that. And contrary to the carbon hoods that are now being put in the markets, those have quite a lot of cooling ducts, which makes the engine bay quite cold also in the winter. And the drawback is they are less aerodynamic. It's a smooth hood that the regular car has, so the stock car. So that's also something to consider. If they had a carbon hood which was the same as the original hood, then I would rather be interested in all those fancy hoods with all the hood scoops, because I also want the car to be aerodynamic if I'm not overheating it, because it's the only reason why you would like those hood scoops, to get more warm air out or cool air in, any way you want to look at it. But in all other circumstances, it will make your engine slower get to the normal operating temperature, which you like it to be quite rapidly, because then you can also exploit the engine a little bit more, and it will reduce fuel economy because you have a lot more drag. If you consider those things, I think you're better off with the normal hood. So for top speed and fuel consumption, less drag, this is the way to go in my opinion. Also extremely cheap. So I just did a small test drive, not going into crazy RPMs, but just warming up RPMs. And for me, it's not that big of a deal in changes, so to say. So you're not getting that much additional noise. So if you're not filtering out the noise yourself, perhaps you should leave it in. Also, the noise will not increase that much. The weight will not decrease that much. It will, will put you to a little bit of effort. It's very easy. I think you can do it in less than 1 minute. But you have to know what you are doing. So, Foundering Car out.